Hey everyone, Mikkel from Expat Money. I am in Medellín, Colombia. It is mid-June and we're gonna be doing a construction update on the cut with my partners here on the ground here. This is an active construction site, so it's gonna be a little bit noisy, but we're gonna do a walkthrough. I've got the architects with her. We got a whole team here. We're gonna walk through it and we'll hopefully do an interview at the top. I wanna show you guys all of the progress, all of the work that's been done for our investors. And this is a project that I'm personally involved with, so I'm super, super excited about it. I haven't been on site to see this location in a very long time. So there's so much work, so many things that are going on. It's gonna be a bit hectic, but let's jump in, let's do it. So I am here with my partners from the Gutierrez Group. I've got Juan Dario here and I've got Daniel here. They're gonna be walking us through the site and showing us all of the updates that's been made. So Daniel, as we kind of walk in, is this the center area, or where are we looking at right now in relation to the hotel project?
All right, so this is the main entrance. We're coming in from the main road. And then the first floor, which is exactly where we are, is the commercial path that's gonna take us from this road to the other end. And we're actually coming through two different commercial spaces. The one that we got on the left and that one back there, which is kind of hectic, as you said, but that's gonna be a hamburger shop that we already have contracts with.
Okay, and so with this is the main entrance that we're coming in here?
This will be the main entrance. And this will lead us all the way back to the other road.
Okay.
This is the first tower of hotel that we got right here.
Okay.
Then we got the second tower back there, which is also a hotel. The last one, we're gonna see it in a minute, as we cannot see it, but it's gonna be the office tower.
So there's three towers that are side by side. They were actually able to acquire a number of lots, which is really rare in this area because you have to understand that this land is all gone, okay? This land was bought up ages ago, and it's very incredible to be able to get such a large piece of land all together in such prime real estate. Most people wouldn't be able to pull something off like this, but my partners were very strategic about acquiring the land, which allows them to do a development of this size.
So we're going through the hall to the elevators of the first tower. As we keep walking towards the other end, we're gonna go to the third commercial space that we got here for big restaurants.
Okay.
We got about...
How many restaurants are gonna be in this?
There's gonna be 4 restaurants on the first floor.
Okay, 4 restaurants on the first floor.
And there's gonna be a pretty large one on the rooftop as well.
And a large one on the rooftop. And it's kind of like a outdoor rooftop patio bar concept, right?
Yeah.
I saw the images and it looks gorgeous. Like, I'm super excited about going and having a cocktail up there.
Exactly, and we already got also the contract signed with a very important group in Medellín that manage nightlife and this type of what we call resto bar, which is bar plus restaurant.
Amazing.
So then as we keep walking, we're actually entering the second tower, which once again is also a hotel. But right here, right now, we're stepping on the lobby of the hotel.
Okay.
And this will be the entrance to the lobby of the hotel, right? And then this is the big part that we're gonna have that is added to that commercial space.
Amazing, amazing, that makes sense.
So this will be right here, if you can join me. This will be the main path, the main hallway that connects us to that other end of the road.
Okay.
So this is where we're gonna be walking in the future as we keep going to the third tower to enter the office space.
Describe the office to me. What does that look like? It's all for small to medium-sized offices. Are there any commercial spaces? What does that look like?
Okay, perfect. So the tower that we got right there, the third one, the first floor is gonna be for restaurants as well. That's one of the 4 restaurants.
One of the 4 restaurants that we discussed.
And that one we already signed. It's gonna be with Pergamino Café. I don't know if you've been around, but it's a pretty well-known brand for it's a restaurant, but it's focused on coffee. So it's gonna be pretty important. And then we're gonna go into the lobby of the office tower, and it's gonna take us to the upper floors. Each floor is 250, 270 square meters, which is 2,000, almost 3,000
Square feet,
Square
yeah.
feet.
Those are good sizes.
Yeah,
My
good
goodness.
size. And we only want to have 4 different companies. We don't want to divide it into small office space, but we want to have strong companies.
Makes sense.
Also, we already have 2 companies that are going to be here.
Okay.
One of them is called Patio Studios, which is a very important company as well that they produce cartoons.
Oh, cool. Amazing. So that's good then. Out of the 4 office spaces, before the building's even completed, you've already got 2 tenants lined up. And my guess is once you get a little bit further along in the construction, it's not going to be hard to fill those last couple of spaces.
We're very confident that it's going to be a pretty success. Yeah.
Amazing, amazing.
The last thing on that tower though is that the rooftop, in this case, we're gonna have everything prepared as an open space for events.
Okay.
So we're gonna start doing
So events like corporate events, or you mean like weddings or birthday parties? Like what kind of events do
not
you
those type of events, but more corporate events. We
Okay.
got so many things going on in
mean? General assemblies, meetings, you know,
Or-
corporate retreats and
we
stuff.
got any type of ferry that we got. Different type of festivities in Medellín, so we can bring different companies that they come here and they do pre-launching of sodas or food or
Gotcha. So commercial events, big starter things, not because there's kind of different sizes that you can do. You can do, okay, the weddings, the birthday parties, the bar mitzvahs kind of thing. You can do corporate meetings, or you can do conferences, retreats, you know, corporate type of things on that side as well.
And the most important thing is that we're gonna have also almost 3,000 square feet. So we got medium-sized type of events.
Yeah, but I guess the nice thing as well that people can stay at the hotel, they can eat at the restaurants on site, and then for all the meetings and the events, everything's there. So it's kind of a mixed, well, it's definitely a mixed-use
Absolutely.
building. You know, we just recently launched a mixed-use building in Panama, which is very rare in Panama, but in a place like Medellín, like you guys are already ahead of the curve. You understand the power of doing a mixed use and bringing everything in-house under one roof, and the dynamic that this adds to anyone who's doing business or wants a bit of everything. And instead of having to send them all over the city, having a centralized place.
Yeah, and also very important for the project itself. And as you mentioned before, having this size of projects of lands here, it's almost impossible. I can guarantee that. We basically bought the average of 13 properties of the ones that you can see around here on this neighborhood, which is not going to happen anymore.
So what's the actual size of the land as you've culminated it all together?
Is 2,500 square meters, which equals to 30,000 square feet.
30,000 square feet.
30,000.
That's the land, or that's the
it.
construct?
No, that's the land.
Wow, okay.
So I was saying that because this is also a pretty unique project in the sense that we have 3 very important basement levels.
Okay.
For having about 100 parking spots.
So we've got parking underneath this.
Really?
So they had to dig out to do. So we're standing actually already on the constructed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. We got 3 different basements, and it's very hard to find, as you can see around, any project that can afford having space for the parkings because of the sizes of
Oh my God, we were driving around quickly last night, and the streets are packed with cars on both sides that the roads become so narrow.
Yeah.
So I think if you have a location that has dedicated parking, I mean, that's a game changer, because I know a lot of people, if they're coming in from outside of the city, that they need somewhere that they're going to be parking, especially if they're spending, you know, time here for larger events, or they're here for a few days.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't be parking on the street. It's too much.
And then if you have commercial space, it's a huge added value that you can actually have, you know, your car protected and not just, you know, going a few blocks away, leaving your car and coming in to have lunch here. Definitely, it's a very important plus for the project.
Fantastic.
We're heading to the last tower right here. You can see that we got 3 different towers, and there's also 2 patios in between both towers. So that's also going to give us the possibility of having this amazing weather of Medellín be really enjoyable.
So like an indoor-outdoor type of feel, so that you can enjoy the sunshine in.
Because we're gonna have, this is also already contracted with a good company, and we're gonna have pergolas, which is basically an open roof that we can close it up if the weather is not good.
Yeah.
And then if we got beautiful days, like usually it is in Medellín, we can open everything up. I'm sure you get the feeling as well.
Well, the temperature is amazing. I'm gonna guess it's probably about 24 degrees Celsius. We're mid-morning in mid-June, and it's like perfect springtime weather. I mean, I think like you wanna sit outside. Actually, I had breakfast just around the corner earlier today, and I was like, can we please sit outside? Because where I live, it's just impossible to enjoy outdoors beyond 8 a.m. or 9 a.m.
So what we wanted to do is to give the people the possibility that they can be in the patios, but also enjoy all the commodity of the comfort of, you know, a nice, very well located project.
Another thing that I want to point out is, yes, it's very loud right now, and I hope that you guys can hear me nice and clean, but it's Saturday morning, and look at how many people are on site building. These guys are full steam ahead on our project, which is exactly what I want to see. You know, there's nothing worse than visiting a construction site and there's like 2 guys working. You know, me as an investor, I get a little bit worried and things like that, but we've shown up today and there's got to be 100 people here working on a Saturday morning doing different aspects of the project. You know, they're full steam ahead because our group is actually coming in to stay at this hotel in December of 2025. So they want to make sure that everything gets done so that we're going to be here for opening night to be able to run the grand opening, the ribbon cutting, and everything like that. So we've got a lot of our clients coming down, probably about 30 of us, for the tour to stay at this hotel and then look at new projects that we're going to be doing. Because we've been involved in this project for a couple of years. So to be here on site and watch it all to come together is just so super rewarding. By the way, guys, if you guys are not signed up for that trip and you want to come and see this project, whether you're invested in the cut or not, or you're going to be a new investor in the gray zone or our future projects in Medellín, Colombia, go to expatmoney.com/Colombia. All the details on the trip you're going to be able to find on there. I'm leading the trip myself, so it'd be amazing to come down here for a week with you, show you guys around, show you guys what I see and the big tourism boom that we're having in this place. We're going to be eating amazing food, having nice wine. It's going to be great. Okay, so we just came up the stairs. We are now on the 2nd floor. We're in one of the rooms, and we thought we'd come up here and talk a little bit about the construction materials, the windows, all of these types of things. So Daniel, walk us through this a little bit.
All right, so we're standing at one of the rooms right now on the hall between the 2 towers. What I want to show you is that we are already on the process of doing the windows, of installing the windows. We're very strict when it comes to construction, so 99% of all the contracts are already sealed.
Okay.
We got a lot of things going on the 1st floor. We got all the frames of all the towers, but we're right now in the process of just doing them, selling them. The upcoming week, we're gonna see this, not only the frames, but we're also going to see the glasses, the windows themselves. Mm-hmm. Also on the inside, we're gonna see that we are already working on the floors. The upcoming week, we're gonna be working on the ceiling, so we can put the drywall. And as a matter of fact, the upcoming week, we're gonna begin with the first finishes of the first rooms.
Wow.
So just a few days.
Construction is very advanced. They've dug out the basement, they've done the parking, they've done the foundations, the structure is on, the roofs are on now, and the interior, now they're starting on the windows. The construction is very far along in this process. I mean, a big part of it is that foundational work and getting the walls up.
Yeah.
So now it's...
And that's 100% done. The structure is 100% done. Later on, we're gonna see the swimming pool. It's also already done on the structure basis.
Amazing.
So now it's the beautiful part of the construction for some of us, which is just putting everything beautiful. I see.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is when it goes from, okay, you have to have an imagination of what it will look like to, oh, like it's coming together at this point. Yeah. So it's awesome to see. Now, let's talk about the quality. So these windows, what I noticed here in Medellín is it's a very lively city. There's a lot going on. There's a lot of people. Latinos they like music and culture, and they like going outside and things like that. What if you want to come and you want to have a good night's rest and you want to get some sleep and you're not interested to listen to the reggaeton down the street?
Yeah.
Are these thin little rinky-dink single pane windows, or are these like quality and are going to block out the sound?
Yeah, absolutely. They're gonna be really, really, really good windows. We actually pay for a design, an acoustic design, and all the building, not just the windows, but the way in which we constructed is following an acoustic design, so
Amazing.
that we can guarantee that we won't have any bad review on that matter.
Yeah. I was having breakfast with a friend of mine this morning, and he's like, I love Medellín, but it's so loud. There's so much going on. And I'm like, yeah, that's because if you're staying in a place that's not built properly with modern design, with good materials, then that's what you get. But if actually you're investing in a place that has quality built with high standards, it's not a problem. It's really not a problem.
We actually paid for the highest type of a standard window that we can find in Medellín.
Yeah.
That's the one that we got here.
I mean, at the end of the day, I will always invest in a project that's using quality materials that designed properly. Because at the end, the finished product is such a higher level that you're just head and shoulders above everybody else, and you get a reputation. If you look through comments and concerns and things like that, whether it be VRBO or Airbnb or Booking.com and reviews, and it's like, oh, it was too noisy, I couldn't get any sleep, blah, blah, blah. Those things hurt your occupancy rate and drive down the price that you can charge. Now, if you get someone who has a positive review, 5-star reviews over and over and over again, amazing bed, beautiful location, good staff, very quiet, peaceful, everything like that. Me, as someone who is a business traveler, that's what I'm looking for. I need to have a good night's rest. So you put a little bit more money on the front end working with professionals, and you get so much return on the back end of these types of things. I hate it when people are only looking at, the final amount. Oh, well, I can get this place for so cheap. And it's like, well, there was a reason you were buying something cheap, because they're cutting corners on it. If you actually put the time, energy, and effort into a proper project, the rewards are going to be there for a long time. And we're long-term investors. We're not fix and flips. We're not here, get in one day and out the next day. We're trying to build real wealth, put our money into a project that's going to last and provide for our families for a long period of time. So I'm really happy to hear and to see with my own eyes the quality that you guys are putting into the development.
Yeah, also, and to add a very short story, we pay also a lot of attention into details. We love details. We think that the magic is also on the details that we can add. Sure. And these bricks that we see here, we actually made so many tests, so many that we finally ended up doing the one that we wanted. That is actually the only one that you can find in Medellín. This type of brick, that type of color, it's something that was made by our team. So we always try to put a lot of attention into every detail, because we believe that's gonna give us also a lot of added value.
Amazing.